driving without contacts or glasses. What? What? You can't tell me what God can do. You too. Thank you. Guys, these are my new eyes. Yes. So, I already got my Lasik done on both eyes. Yes, and the surgery went well. Praise the Lord. So yeah, I got the right eye on May 16th, and on the 23rd, we did the left eye. And guys, to be able to walk around not being dependent on glasses or contacts, good gracious. It's a blessing. Like walking around and seeing things, I almost want to say for the first time, but seeing things with my new eyes, I just have to thank God. Everything like looks so much clearer. A whole new world. I had to do it. All right, kind of wanted to like go over briefly the process that I went through to get the Lasik done. He hooked me up to an IV to put some numbing drops in my eye. There were some other drops. I can't remember what all the drops were, but basically numbing drops to help relax you for the procedure, you know, so you're not like on edge and jumpy. For every 5 minutes, for 15 minutes, yeah, they apply these numbing drops. That was just a little bit annoying because, you know, there was just constantly getting bombarded with eye drops, but the drops were necessary for the procedure. So, you know, it's nothing that I just couldn't deal with. It's just, you know, I was kind of over it with all the drops. And now that I'm home, we're like still taking drops. So yeah. After the drops, anesthesiologist comes and, you know, talks to me. And then I have to take, so I get anesthesia. And so he gives me this, it's like dispensed through like a medicine syringe type thing when you, yeah. So it was dispensed through that, and I had to take that. And then the next thing, you know, they're kind of like, you know, monitoring the pressure and stuff, get the temperature just to make sure, you know, everything looks good before they wheel me on for this laser surgery. So the first surgery was for removing of the cataract, and that like didn't take very long at all. Like I almost want to say like seconds, because it was like I was laying there and it's kind of like I saw this beam of light, and I know that he was saying, okay, so this, right, what we're about to do right now is we're just going to break up that cataract. And the next thing you know, it just seemed like it was over, and they were wheeling me to another area. And so in the other area, that's where they actually performed the Lasik, where they went in and did what they had to do to give me these new eyes that you see me with right now. I know they don't look any different, but trust me, I can see different. So yeah, that took like under 10 minutes. Just like they said, it wasn't a long process, and it was pretty much, for the most part, painless. I mean, seriously, guys, if I didn't know that they were actually doing anything, like performing LASIK, I wouldn't have like even believed that I had gotten it, because that's just how painless it was. Now, there was one particular instance where when they did the left eye, I guess when I'll put a kind of graphic so you can kind of see the step process of what they were doing, because, you know, I couldn't take my phone back there to get it recorded. But there was one point in the process doing the left eye only, because it didn't bother me with the right eye, but it was pressure being applied to the eye, and I guess that's when they was they pulling back the cornea? Yeah, I think that's what they were doing. That was a little bit uncomfortable, to the point that if it had lasted a little bit longer, I would have been like, okay, just stop. But I mean, I want to say it wasn't unbearable, but it probably would have gotten to that point. And I have a high tolerance for pain, but, you know, just imagine something being like someone just pressing in on your eye, especially something of a steel, like, anyway. But that was minimal. So I don't want that to deter anyone. If anyone's like thinking about LASIK, don't let that stop you, because it's not anything that you can't endure. You know, it's not like you're getting stabbed or anything like that. Again, it just took a matter of minutes. I would say anywhere between maybe 7 minutes tops. We'll say that. And then it was over. So yeah, so after that, they put the little shield over my eye that I had to wear when I left the surgery, shades as well to protect the eyes from the, you know, eyes are sensitive after that. So, you know, I had to protect the eyes. So got home and immediately had to follow up with these drops. Yes, more drops. I was like, no, not more drops. But yeah, we have a antibiotic drop that we had to take, a steroid drop. This is the Inveltis drop. I'm not sure exactly. Well, I know what its purpose is. It was, you know, all these drops actually go towards helping to heal the eye. But this one, they told me, was the one that, you know, you really want to make sure. I mean, you want to make sure all of it is getting in the eyes, but you really want to make sure that this is getting in there really good, because this kind of helps to go towards, you know, well, it does help to heal the eye. This drop here is more of a thicker consistency, and guys, if any of you get LASIK, I'm just going to forewarn you right now, like when you use this drop, you got to be like very precise in using it, because any wasted drops, like you can't just go back up to, you know, the doctor's office and say, hey, I need another drop, bottle. Because, well, I mean, I guess you could, but basically your insurance will not pick up the cost, because it's set at certain time frames of when you're allowed to get another refill. And so I didn't know that at the time. And I went through, I guess, the first bottle within a week. And like, this is like supposed to last for the whole month for both eyes. Now, granted, you're supposed to get refills of a prescription, but I was like thinking, how is this going to last me? Especially like this drop has to go in the eye the first week for 4 times a day. The second week, we go down to 3 times a day. The second week, we go down to 2 times a day. And did I get that right? First week, 4 times. Second week, 3 times. Third week, 2 times, and the last week we're only using this once a day. So yeah, this has been like pretty tricky, because I know that I've wasted quite a bit, because I just have not developed the art of getting this in my eye the way that it should. They told me to like shake it and then just kind of like hold it upside down, and then that drop should settle right there. You're not even supposed to squeeze the bottle. I was squeezing it, stuff coming down my eye. I mean, I wasn't getting it. Like, this is stressing me. Of this whole process of the LASIK, this one drop has caused me more grief than anything else, guys. And it's just because, like, I said, it doesn't go in like this, like a regular Visine drop. It's got an art technique to it. And if you don't get it and you're wasting drops, you know, when your insurance is not picking it up because you are going through the bottle quicker than you should, then you're coming out of pocket expense. And yeah, that's just not something you want to do. Like this high. Like, my husband was going online to see if he could just like go purchase it. And we're like thinking, oh, how much could it be? Like, this little bottle, to get one of these bottles was like over $300. So with insurance, I paid $25. So if any of you guys are going to get LASIK, when you see this drop, just like have them show you exactly how to administer it, so you're not wasting any. Because, matter of fact, the lady at the doctor's office told me this works like a pill. You know how you get a certain amount of pills in a bottle? They give you a certain amount of drops for this. So it's almost like if you drop a pill and lose it, that's that wasted pill. This is a wasted drop if it's not going in your eye. And the next drop should have been for that particular time and you missed it and now you're behind or trying to catch up. Anyway, it's been a hot mess, really. And you can probably tell I'm rattled about it, just even talking about it right now. And on top of that, we have even more drops that we have to take. So like I said, it was already annoying taking all these drops at the doctor's office. And now, you know, I'm home and I'm still having to take all these drops. And so we take these drops for just to, yes, continue to help to heal the eye, as well as for dryness, itchiness, and stuff like that. And all it is just a little vial, like you just put that in your eye. There is also a schedule that I have to go by in taking these drops. And with the drops, they have to be taken 5 minutes apart, each drop. And then the teardrops have to be taken 30 minutes apart from the other drops, which are like 5 minutes. When I left from getting the right eye done, the left eye obviously hadn't been done yet. So when I left getting the right eye done, I could tell that it had, you know, been fixed, but because this left eye has been the dominant eye for so long, I wasn't reaping the benefits of seeing out of that right eye just yet, because my brain was telling me that the left eye is, you know, has to do all the work. And so what I would have to do, because I really was just like wanting to see the new vision with my, you know, with my right eye, I would like walk around and just like cover this eye. I think my sister said, put a patch over it, you know, but I couldn't see well enough to just cover this up and just go with the right eye, notwithstanding like my vision in this eye was kind of fluctuating. Things were kind of not distorted, but like, let's say for instance, if there was a chair to the side, for me, I was seeing it in the middle. So it was just kind of like things were kind of morphing like a Twilight Zone or something. So when it was clear for me to see, I could see really good, really, but then it wouldn't stay that way. But that was normal. That's part of the process, she said, the fluctuating of the vision. So the she I keep referencing is the nurse that was doing my post-op visits. She did say, you know, if at any time the fluctuation does not come back to where you can see clearly, then you need to let us know, because then there's a problem. Okay, that has not happened. And here we are at our 4 weeks. I think 4 weeks on this side, 3 weeks on 4 weeks on the right and 3 weeks on the left. So here we are at this point, and my eyes are healing just fine. There are some, she said, inflammatory cells still lingering around in there that really should be gone. But it's because, like, these drops not getting in good enough like they should. So that's why I say you really want to be precise. You can't just like, oh, I think that went in there and go about your day. You really want to make sure these drops are going in your eye. And then once they go in your eye, you kind of want to let them kind of make, you know, just hold your head back to make sure they're staying in. I really was treating them like Visine drops and just doing that and just holding my head back up and, you know, the vision of what I can see. So I can pretty much see everything for the most part. They corrected the distant vision, so where I couldn't see afar off, now I can see. And so driving, just doing everyday activities, I'm able to just do that without having to put on any glasses. Of course, you know, that's pretty much all done with. No glasses, no contacts. Now, we do have readers. As far as reading, then they did say that I would probably need readers. Sometimes I can pick up my phone and I can see to read it, or see to, like a text message, or even read my Bible on there. But then sometimes whatever I'm looking at, it may be a little bit difficult. Then I have to put on these readers. These are just the low strength readers, and they're cute too, aren't they? I think they're so cute. I purchased them from Amazon. And although I already had some readers, I wanted to get the readers that had the blue blocking filter, so it would be less strain on my eye when I'm looking at my phone or looking at the computer, because I do a lot of that, and I, you know, chart a lot at work on the computer. So I just wanted to make sure I was doing my part and, you know, keeping my eyes protected. So yeah, that's what I did. Now, if I hold it back, I can actually see it better than here, because when it's up here, everything is blurred. But if I hold it here, I can see it a little bit better, but still it's a little bit better just to put on the readers so I'm not straining the eye.
Okay, so just a side note. So I was used to holding things up close to my face to have to see it, but now with the LASIK, I have to hold things further away from my face to be able to see it better, because it becomes blurred when I hold it to my face close. And so that's been a struggle, because for so long I've always had to put things up close, and now with LASIK I don't have to do that anymore.
So I'm not disappointed in the fact that I have to put these readers on from time to time. With the particular package that I got, it was going to, you know, correct the vision for distance and intermediate, but you would still need them for reading purposes. So cool with that. It's not like they, you know, the procedure didn't work or anything. The procedure worked just fine. When I went for my post-op appointment from getting the left eye done, guys, just one day after surgery, they did a vision test. Guess what I was at? Guess what I was at? I was at 20/20. Yeah, I was at 20/20 vision. I know, right? I mean, I never would have imagined my whole life that I would ever hear any eye doctor tell me, oh, you got 20/20 vision in that eye. Yes. I mean, and just one day after surgery, because they say, like, when you get the surgery done, the eye just generally improves as the weeks go by. Your vision starts to just get even better. But I'm like, well, if I'm already at 20/20 just one day post-op, how's it going to get better? What's it going to go to? 20/100? I don't mean, you know. So, yeah, I mean, it's like pretty much perfect vision. What? But God. So, needless to say, I was overjoyed. So excited. And it's so cool because I just feel like I'm going to tear up, because, like, you know, when you do those vision tests and you have to see it, I would like be feeling so bad sometimes when I couldn't see it, and they'd be like, you can't, can you read this line? How about this line? And I was like, you're trying so hard and you can't, and I was just like, oh, I can't see it. But now I was so excited to just read those letters, and I was just like, they started off at the small, and I was reading it, and I was just so excited. The right eye, it's not 20/20, but right now it's 20/60. So it was 20/60 at the follow-up when they did the left eye. Now that's an improvement, because I couldn't see anything out this right eye. Like if this was covered, no, don't ask me to read nothing, because I couldn't see it. We don't really know what strength is going to actually get to, because they really didn't have a starting point. This right eye vision has always been pretty bad. Really both eyes, but like this left eye could get corrected, but they just really stopped correcting the right eye. And then of course with the cataract, when that came, then it sure, you know, was purposeless. But not anymore, because it can see. See, I can see.
I can see so much. I'm seeing things that I don't even want to see. So like, I just thought that my house was clean, but I've been noticing my baseboards and how like packed with dirt and lint, and yeah. This one I've actually cleaned. I mean, it probably could stand a little bit more cleaning, but I mean, with this new eye vision, I'm just seeing all types of stuff that I thought that was clean, and yeah, it's not as clean as I had imagined it was. And like, I would have never saw that before, but I can see it now. I mean, my vision, I can see clearer now. And now that I can see it, I mean, I can't just walk by it and not do anything about it. I mean, I'm just going to have to clean it now.
Girl, you gonna be always cleaning.
Okay, so the only other thing I want to mention in regards to the LASIK surgery is post-op, coming home. I really didn't have any pain. I didn't experience any, difficulty with the eye. I did have to wear the shield at nighttime and nap time. No makeup, no water in the eye, no strenuous activity, lifting anything over 20 pounds. There was no irritation that I really experienced. Maybe a little bit, I may have felt like there was something in the eye, but no major pain after surgery.
So amazing to think something like that only takes a matter of like minutes to do will reap the results of this. Yes, God is good. We serve a God of the impossible. He makes the impossible possible. So that's some encouragement for any one of you out there, whether it be LASIK or whatever else thing someone may be telling you, you can't do that, or you're telling your own self, you can't do that. You can. Take it to God and let God help you. If it's for you, it will be for you. But you have to at least let God know what you want. Make your requests known to God. Bring your supplications to Him and let Him know. He only wants the best for us. So yeah, you certainly don't want to count anything out when we serve a God, a magnificent God, a mighty God, that, He opens doors that no one can close and closes doors no one can open, so we're just like in the best hands with Him. When we give it to Him and put it in His hands, we don't have to worry about, oh, I'm probably not going to be able to get this done. Because even if we can't get it done, there has to be a probably pretty good reason why we didn't get it done or didn't get what we want, because we know we have to always remember God only wants the best for us. And if it's being blocked for whatever reason, there's a good reason for it being blocked. Don't count anything out. Just give it to God. Just trust Him and obey Him. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. It's already getting lengthy, but I just had to share that with you. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you all in my next video. Peace out.